The Republicans in Washington are also cheering because Musk doesn't have a lot of fans among Republican elected officials in D.C.
It looks like Musk might finally get his wish to become the American Caesar, in that senators are conspiring to stab him in the back.
Oligarchy!
Not, of course, literally, the only Caesar in the US is this guy. And despite Trump's face being about the same color, neither he nor Elon will ever be our king. That kind of rulership doesn't go over well with the American people, and Republican lawmakers know that all too well, despite ducking and diving town halls like it's dodgeball. According to new insight from an ex-senator, there seems to be whispers on the Hill of anti-Musk sentiment brewing. This comes after a bombshell report from Politico yesterday that says that behind closed doors, it seems Republicans in Congress might be happy to see Musk fail. Hit the like and sub if you haven't already, and let's jump into it. An undercurrent of anti-Musk sentiment has been brewing for a few weeks now. According to this reporting from the AP, some Republican lawmakers have concerns about Elon Musk and Doge. We've seen Republicans, especially in town halls, give their overwhelming support to Elon Musk, but some of them were also already voicing their hesitation. Representative Bill Huizenga from Michigan said, "I will fully admit I think Elon Musk has tweeted first and thought second sometimes. He has plunged ahead without necessarily knowing and understanding what he legally has to do or what he is going to be doing." Mike Bost from Illinois, who chairs the House Veterans Affairs Committee, said that he had questions about the impact these reductions and discussions could have on the delivery of services, especially following the implementation of the PACT Act. Derek Van Orden from Wisconsin said that he had urged Elon Musk to look at veterans and farmers with a different lens, claiming that Elon assured him that Doge will be more refined in their recommendations to ensure that our vets and farmers are not hurt in the process of eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse. Seeing as farmers are going bankrupt at an alarming rate and veterans are getting fired by the thousands, I don't think Elon made good on his word. Despite trying to keep a happy face, I'd imagine Republicans are tired of having to defend the very programs and services they either fought to create themselves or their constituents rely on. Meghan McCain was bullied by the Republicans into deleting a tweet that was critical of Musk for canceling funding to NIH. This poster said, "McCain is a coward for deleting this post. This is what MAGA does. They can't go against their king. They cannot say anything that would ruffle the feathers of the great Trump. And yes, McCain is MAGA now. Let that sink in. She deletes this and is a lemming now." A sentiment I could not agree with more. Here's what Meghan McCain posted. "My fellow Republicans, this is wrong. I am absolutely heartbroken at the news. The funding for brain cancer research has been completely cut from NIH. My father and millions of others have been treated there for glioblastoma and other brain cancers with miracle doctors and nurses. Some government spending is needed and appropriate. Cancer research is one of them. I'm heartbroken by this. Heartbroken." You might be heartbroken, Meghan, but I don't know why you're surprised. This is the party that you support. This is the cabinet that you voted to confirm. If you take a ride from the devil, don't be surprised when you end up in hell. And now these GOP lawmakers are telling Politico that they want to push Musk out. A pair of House Republicans, both of whom represent districts full of suburbanites, told me they're hoping Musk will soon start heading for the exits. "An April 1st massacre would be a beautiful thing," said one of the GOP lawmakers, "because it would rouse congressional Republicans to the damage Musk is doing and hand political capital to the lawmakers facing the most difficult races next year. There'll be 26 or so people watching Tuesday, and they'll decide how they want to be part of the team moving forward," said this House Republican, alluding to the most endangered GOP lawmakers. The GOP lawmakers, this member said, grasp the political damage Musk is doing because, quote, "the shit he puts up on the internet about government spending or saving is wrong." But when it relates to their districts, it gets picked up by both their MAGA base and local media outlets, angering different blocks of voters. Hence town halls. It's insane that the Republicans were running with the idea that the only people attending these town halls were radical leftists. And they were screaming that they were veterans and the parents of fired employees. The other House Republican, remaining somewhat more restrained, said the White House needs to effectively declare victory and thank Musk for his service. Elon's work needs to wrap up and he needs to exit stage left, said the lawmaker. Naturally, in a reminder of the power Musk wields because of his money and ownership of X, neither Republican wanted to be identified by name. The Republicans have seriously deluded themselves into thinking that Musk's money speaks as loudly as the voters, as if Citizens United wasn't just a way to legalize bribery, but actually meant that money equaled speech now. I was honestly shocked. I thought we had it in the bag, said Pam Von Handel, chair of the Republican Party of Wisconsin's Outagamie County. This is according to reporting out of Politico today. I thought Musk was going to be an asset for this race. People love Trump, but maybe they don't love everybody he supports. Maybe I have blinders on. Ron Bishop, the mayor of Waupun, Wisconsin, and former chair of the Republican Party of Fond du Lac County, admitted that the race throws up a bunch of warning signs for the midterm election. I thought maybe Elon coming could turn these people to go out and vote, Bishop said. Instead, he added, I think Musk helped get out voters in that he may have turned out more voters against Schemmel. And that's exactly what we want, folks. Make Elon's name so politically toxic that his products, his presence, his voice, and his opinions all spell doom for anybody who supports them. The writing is on the wall for the Muskie billionaire, as after this, people won't even want him to be looking in the direction of their campaigns. Here's ex-Senator Claire McCaskill pointing that out on MSNBC.
10 points last night. Claire McCaskill, we hesitate to read too much into one night in Wisconsin in an off year. But what does it tell you so far in these early days of the Trump administration?
Well, understand that the ads up there were about two things. The Republicans' ads were, I'm Donald Trump loves me, vote for me because you love Donald Trump. And the Democrats' ads were, vote for me because you do not want to sell Wisconsin to Elon Musk. So it was really a 1-2 punch because Trump wasn't enough and Musk was a big problem. And here is the dirty little secret. There are Republicans in Washington cheering today. They, many of them behind the scenes were saying, we are okay with losing this Wisconsin Supreme Court seat because it's time we take Musk down a peg. He needs to be put in his place. Trump needs to realize that he's hurting him. And I really think that the Democrats are excited today and feel energized by a lot of things. Mike Johnson got whipped yesterday on the floor of the House. Cory Booker stood up and did brave things. We won Wisconsin, and Florida was closer than it should have been. But the Republicans in Washington are also cheering because Musk doesn't have a lot of fans among Republican elected officials in D.C.
You know, that's a point we really need to underline. Simone, yesterday afternoon, reports started coming out all across media.
Well, that dirty little secret is out, and now that Trump is starting to sour on Musk too, I think his days are numbered. Just in time, too. I hear he's got plenty of catching up to do with his failing company and his estranged kids. I'm Tony Hinderman with Really American, and I'll catch you next time.